what is the goal of the ACT or the SAT? Hi, and welcome to your College Planning Daily Video Tip that's designed to help you get your student to the right college at the right price while preserving your retirement. So, the goal of the ACT or the SAT, you may be wondering, well, it's just to get a good score, right? Maybe, and it depends on your student. So, if your student is going into this to take the ACT or the SAT just because they need to take it or because someone told them to, that's not a good goal, right? You need to go in with an idea in mind of what score your student wants to get. So, how do you reverse engineer that to figure out what score that could be? Now, if your student is looking at schools already, which chances are they've already started looking if they're thinking about the ACT or the SAT, then they can look at what scores are required to get into that school. Now, a lot of schools are now going test optional. So that means that they are not requiring scores from the ACT or the SAT in order to qualify for admission. However, those schools are still looking at those scores for merit aid. So you need to make sure that if your student is looking at a school that says it's test optional, check out their merit aid policies. And if they're not posted, make sure that you ask online. So you can email the office, you can call the office, find a way that you know whether test scores are included in merit aid allocation. If they are, your student needs to take those tests if they're considering that school. Now, you can also ask what scores tend to get merit aid. So if it's a score that your student is within the realm of getting, then great, they can take the test with that score in mind. If it's not, if it's well beyond what they're able to do at this point, then maybe start thinking about other schools, because if they're not going to be able to get merit aid at a school, chances are even if they're accepted, you'll end up paying a lot more than you maybe want to. And then that can affect your bottom line moving forward. So our goal is to get your student to the right school at the right price. So those things have to go together. If your student has a dream school but the price isn't right, it's not the best fit for them. With over 3,000 four-year universities in the country, your student has one that's going to fit them. So you just have to do the research and figure out where that balance lies. Now, as you're figuring that out and your student is studying for the ACT or the SAT, then they know they need to aim for a certain score in order to get into the school and receive merit aid. Then they can target that score as they're practicing, and when they sit the actual test, that's the score they're going for. If they naturally get a 1200 on the SAT and they sit the test trying to get a 1600, chances are that's not going to happen. So they need to have a realistic goal in mind and something that they're going to be able to reach. Okay. So as they're working on it, figure out a tangible, real goal that's not just a perfect score, because a perfect score isn't everything and not every school requires that. So your student can figure out the best score for them. If you know someone who would benefit from receiving these daily video emails, please pass this on so that they can get them too. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.